It's time. It's time. Strap in, everybody! Strap in! It's Spidey time.
I can't believe our first hit MIT! MJ.
Oh, the suit looks so good.
Pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
Aww. Oh, Peter. Oh my god, they brought it back! Sony actually put a budget into the CG!
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop
Is
it
all of his underwear gonna come
was
out
to make everyone forget about me.
pink?
Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm
Woo!
Spider-Man.
He looks dead inside, poor Peter. Yeah. Oh, Jesus!
Frank, you just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself.
Frank! What? Oh my god!
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter
That
Parker's
rider
heart.
kick was sick!
What is happening to me?
Oh. No! No shot! We're doing the other?
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was?
Oh shit, he doesn't remember Peter.
If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
Keith David?
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
Scorpion!
You're losing it, kid.
Oh shit!
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to
Amazing fantasy! Oh, fuck. Are we getting the stingers? That shot! What?
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're, a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
He sounded depressed, let's freaking go! Yeah! Organic webs! Ah! Oh my god, they're doing it. They're actually doing the other. Oh my god.
It can leave the
The other, that's the giant spider totem thing. It is, it is. So, because they wanted to have synergy with the Raimi films at the time, a story arc called Spider-Man the Other was kicked off. And in it, Peter dies. Peter fucking dies. He gets shot, his blood is mutating, it's killing him, and he dies. However, it's not really a death, it's more of a metamorphosis, like a butterfly, or when a spider molts. Because if you know tarantulas or any of the big spiders that you have as pets, they molt. They leave behind old skin and, you know, freshen up constantly, yeah. So that's what that is. Yeah, here's a cocoon. Basically, he molts, leaves behind old skin, and then cocoons himself to finish the metamorphosis. Funnily enough, Spider-Man the Other is actually what leads into Civil War for Spider-Man. Because just after that arc, he gets the Iron Spider suit. So we're doing this all out of order. And I think this is actually brilliant. I think, like, we see Bruce Banner, right? Banner is no longer always Professor Hulk. 1, saves on CG budget. 2, his son showed up. 3, I have no idea what that means for the grander scheme of the Marvel Universe, but we may be seeing a return of Feral Hulk. We'll see. But this is actually something that's from Spider-Man the Other, the comic. Like, this is directly from the comic. No Fantastic Four exists in the MCU main timeline that we follow. Tony is dead. And Hank Pym is a jackass that doesn't even know who Spider-Man is. Bruce Banner in the comics is the one that tells Peter that like, why he's dying. They go to Bruce Banner and they have to fight the Hulk. and Peter does a knock-knock joke that makes Banner come out, and Hulk goes down. Because he's an expert in radioactivity, and the radioactive spider bite and everything is tied into why he was dying. Do you think they'll do the Banner Forget Hulk Remember bit? I would love that. If they do that, that would actually make me really happy. If they do Secret Wars right, they'll combine a couple different things, and that'll be Secret Wars 3 and the original Secret Wars. If they throw in the Beyonder trying to learn how to fuck a woman, I will be very surprised. They could literally have Peter get the symbiote from Secret Wars. And that would be the first time in cinematic history that version of Spider-Man with the symbiote has been told. Like, how he got it. Because the Spidey got the Venom suit from a rock that came down to Earth, whether it was via spaceship or it actually crash landed on Earth, whatever, in the 90s show of Spidey. That's where it started. And then they kept doing that, and that has been the origin for movie Spidey and Venom forever. This could be the first time we get Spidey picked up the Black Ooze from Secret Wars. So many stories can be spun out of doing the other. What I think is brilliant is using the memory wipe is so much better than, you know, the Mephisto thing in the comics, and also, if they do introduce MJ having a new partner, right, which has been theorized, and if it is Paul, I actually won't be mad, because that is a brilliant way to do it. It's so much better than how the comics did it, okay? No one remembers who Peter Parker is in the MCU. They know who Spider-Man is. Spider-Man exists, but no one knows Peter Parker. So Peter doesn't exist to all the people he loved and knew. And because of that, instead of following his promise from the end of No Way Home, because he promised MJ that he would tell her after the memory loss. He promised, but he saw that she was still hurt from the fight and decided it would be more responsible for him to keep her safe and not be with her, because it's too dangerous with him. The thing on that is he made that decision for her. So that'll be a thing of conflict, but because of that, that leaves MJ open to finding someone new and falling in love with someone new. That could be Paul. That could be handled really well. I'm sorry, but the fact that this is such an Amazing Spider... There are so many things in here that are references to the Amazing Spider-Man 2. This right here, the rippling of the fabric on his body as he is falling through the air is so good, and I'm so glad that little detail is back, because that shows this movie's gonna look good, like on the theater screen, because they did that in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and the CG in Spider-Man movies has not been the same since then. You can kind of tell. Far From Home and No Way Home were better than Homecoming, 100%. But No Way Home was probably the best. And even then, it had a vague CGI feel to it. This, it's the little details like that that are going to make it feel real.
My name is Peter Parker.
Also, love these chunky-ass web shooters. Look at that. How the hell does he get the glove over those? Spider-Man receives key to the city. This is really interesting because, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is coming out. Vigilantes are outlawed at the moment. Kingpin is mayor. And he is basically using a personal elite force to take down vigilantes in New York. I'm curious where this sits. Another interesting thing, and this will be required reading, Frank Castle, the Punisher, is getting a little short film miniseries. I can't remember which one it is. Right around the time Brand New Day comes out. And it's supposed to be rated R, essentially. And it's following up his stuff from Born Again and leading into this. As far as we've been told.
Only way to stop it
I'm very
was
curious.
to make everyone forget about me.
This is so sad. This is so fucking sad. She's looking at Spider-Man as if there's something she remembers. Oh, shit. Wait. She doesn't remember Peter Parker, but she remembers Spider-Man. Does she remember being in love with Spider-Man? I didn't catch this when I first watched it. Yeah, he's cute. She looks so sad. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I think she does like this guy, but she is still yearning for a man she doesn't know. She is still yearning for a man she does not remember. Fuck. That necklace is the one that Peter gave her. The one that broke in Far From Home.
Nice flowers.
Oh, this movie's gonna wreck me. Ned, my buddy, my boy. So, Ned Leeds in the comics became the Hobgoblin. Okay? And people have been talking about this since he was introduced in Homecoming. Even though this version of Ned Leeds is based on... What if Ned remembers being Spider-Man's guy in the chair? Yeah. Yeah. But what if that also turns Ned into someone easily pliable for the guy who turns him into Hobgoblin? Because I'm thinking Ned Leeds was framed in the comics as Hobgoblin. He was not the real Hobgoblin, but he still went around and did a bunch of shit. The other thing about Hobgoblin is that his powers are vaguely mystic-based, like magic.
I'm Spider-Man.
Yes, you are.
What the hell, Frank?
So, this is
Not
another...
just Peter Parker.
This is another reference to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This shot is almost shot for shot that scene in Spider-Man 2 where the truck runs into him, like The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Also, interesting that he straight up calls him Frank, because that means Peter and Frank have met before. When? When did that happen? I need to know! Maybe that'll be in Punisher's series. But I'm loving the... I am absolutely adoring the Punisher van.
You just hit me with a van!
Oh my god.
Go home!
What is happening to me?
Oh, Peter. Just me being Copa, I'm hoping... Oh! Oh, if they mix... Oh my god, Mech, wait. If they mix in the Neogenic Nightmare from the 90s show... Oh, that would be sick. I hadn't thought of that. OMG, if we get Man-Spider, that'd be sick. That would be really sick. He has an almost Man-Spider-y form in Spider-Man the Other, the comic. Because in that comic, there's a spider totem hunter named Morlun. He is part of the Inheritors, and he eats spider people. He is basically waiting for Peter the entire comic until he is broken, laying on the bed, near death, and easily consumable. Then, because he broke Mary Jane's arm, the Other takes over his body. It takes over Peter's body, and they literally consume Morlun. And then Peter dies. And goes through his rebirth and everything. I am very curious to see what they will do. And Morlun isn't in this movie, as far as we know. Because if that is Keith David, he would kill it as Morlun. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm so glad we are getting Spider-Man bullshit from the comics in the movies, because he's been missing that. He has been missing the absolute tomfoolery of the comics lore. Tomfoolery, pun intended. God damn it, I wasn't even thinking about that. Ooh. Okay, so this is another thing from the Other. When he gets these new powers, all of his senses are heightened. So his spider sense is going nuts. He got it during She-Hulk, apparently? Yeah, he did. Okay, alright. Who are you? Maximum security. rollerblades, a beanbag. Oh no, it's Screwball. Don't put that evil on us, man. I know peeps are saying it's Jean Grey. Oh, that would be interesting. But it makes me wonder, because the other thing that it makes me think of is Cindy Moon. It really does make me think of Cindy Moon. If MJ and Peter don't get back together at the end of this, because even after she remembers who Peter is, because I'm sure that's going to happen, but if MJ and Peter don't get back together at the end of this, which would be reasonable, she could be angry that Peter didn't keep his promise and just say, you know, we can't. I would understand that. I would genuinely understand that. This could be Cindy Moon, who was trapped in a, like, nuclear bunker by Ezekiel. And she was a classmate of Peter's who also got bit by the same spider, and she was kept away from him on purpose. If Ezekiel Sims or Moreland show up in this movie, and either one is played by Keith David, I will lose my shit. I'm loving this look for Scorpion.
1 week out.
Like, yeah, he doesn't have the helmet or anything, but I love this look for Scorpion. Genuinely looks great. I love that the pigeons are sticking to him. That's such a good reference to Spider-Verse. Rogue confirmed. Is that Rogue? You know, do you think it's Rogue? Do you think that's Rogue? Every fucking Easter egg YouTube theory video. Rogue would never support the New York Jets. That is absolutely the hand. I'm very curious. Do y'all think we're getting Daredevil? Do y'all think we're gonna see Peter and Daredevil, like, meeting up together? Because Peter's dealing with over-heightened senses, and Matt Murdock had to deal with that as he was learning to control his abilities. Because that would actually be pretty sick. Damn, he's gotten his shit rocked. Look at the side of his face. That is an Anakin Skywalker scout right there. God, this is so cool. On the topic of Daredevil, on the last shot where Spider-Man is facing the hand with New York, the peeps are saying it could be a No Way Home situation where Punisher and Daredevil are CGI'd out of that shot. I can see Daredevil being CGI'd out of that. The only thing is, everyone does seem to be aimed at Spidey. Like, even these two down here, who I could see you having, like, a line going from these two over to here, and that's where, like, Daredevil is. Oh, I do love these shots, though. Like, come on. Amazing fantasy. Another idea. If that is Keith David, what if it's actually when Peter's in the Mindscape and talking to the other? Also, Avengers Tower is gone. Yeah, I think Avengers Tower is gone.
Rebirth.
I think it got sized down for the Thunderbolts.
I'm MJ.
I'm just...
Nice
Wait,
flowers.
look at all the photos. This is Ned's room. Ned's a Spider-Man nerd. I'm kind of wondering if Ned remembers first. Ned is totally trying to figure out who Spider-Man is because of his memories involving him. That would be so cool! That would be such a great... Yeah, that would be great. God. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited for this movie. I want to watch that trailer like 5,000 more times. Who wants to bet they have Tom tied up in a basement somewhere? No, see, he's too busy, getting married. Anyway...